Oh boy, that's a pretty big cliff. How am I supposed to get up there?
My axe.
Ow, I cut my foot! Now I have to go through the rest of the game with a bloody foot?
What the heck?
And this is our review of Journey of Johann. I'd like to thank the publisher for providing me a review copy of the game prior to its release. It was developed by
published by the almighty Xitilon.
It released on February 12th for the price of $4.99. Yeah, I'm just gonna come out and say it right up front. Speedrunning platformers really aren't my thing, so keep this in mind because although I wouldn't call this game fun to play, it executes what it came to do pretty well, with an excellent musical score to boot. So take that as you may. As we look at these retro pixel art driven platformers, many modern gameplay elements, they all kind of tend to fall into well-worn categories and industry tropes. Modern platformers take many of these elements or pay tribute to games like Super Meat Boy, or something like Celeste, where you tend to die a lot. And you know, I have heard that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. When someone copies or otherwise emulates another, they're demonstrating a sincere respect and appreciation for that person's work. So, as we look at the journey of Johann, there are multiple elements that may seem very familiar. Which, you know, once again, isn't necessarily a bad thing if you're into this style of gameplay. Right away, you can see the game design here targets a rapid and frantic action platformer with a few puzzle elements. As you progress through the levels, the difficulty does ramp up, and each chapter ending with its own unique, challenging boss battle. Each level is highly replayable with missable collectibles, goblets, secret areas, and of course, your time trials. See if you can beat your best time.
Let's go! Let's go!
The use of weapons, tools, and special abilities like climbing, double jumps, blocking hits, and defending enemies is all slowly introduced within the first few levels, easing you into the action. This, with the overarching speedrunning design, gives replayability to an otherwise dull retro pixel art game. So, let's talk about what really matters here. Is this all fun to play? Well, it's not completely a chore to play Johann, but you'll never get me to say I had fun playing it. Of course, you know, that's one man's opinion, and with any game, your mileage may vary. I never found joy in the challenge that I find in Super Meat Boy, and that's much of the same pain I feel while I attempted to play Johann. I can honestly say I had no fun while playing this game, but that's not to say I can't see the appeal. It's just not my jam. By now you can probably hear how conflicted I am to cast this judgment, because, you know, I could play something like Ollie Ollie World and die like 20 times while trying to hit a line, but then I play something like Johann here and I get no enjoyment from running the same course over and over and over and over and over and over. To each their own, I guess, my man. And Johann does bring some interesting mechanics that reminded me of a little game I reviewed a few years back called Glam, where time jumps were the cornerstone of the gameplay. Only that game was fun. Just kidding. No, really. This game here brings some interesting gameplay mechanics like multiple weapons with durability risks, the ability to steal the weapons from your enemies, and time jumps that, of course, the damn collectibles that made me want to rerun the levels.
Oh my god!
Just to collect them all.
It's Pikachu!
So, I really don't know if Grasslands here was intended to be like a series of games spanning across different environments, maybe bringing additional enemy types and gameplay elements. Because I'm kind of just feeling like there isn't a hint of a storyline or any sort of progression here. Maybe this was intentional. And although the difficulty and challenges are present, I feel given enough tries, most moderate skill level gamers could find their way through the game within a couple hours. As for me, I couldn't be bothered, and unfortunately for Johann, I ended up giving this one stinking bean.
Beans out of 5.
Yeah, well, that wraps up that review right there. Here's some notes I took. Where I put the keys to the truck.
So, we make these new review videos every week. So, if you're an indie developer or there's something you want to see,
Hey, Peppa Pig!
That ain't happening.
let us know your thoughts and recommendations in the comments down below. Be sure to visit again next week.
As we continue to take humorous stabs at some of the industry's new and upcoming titles.
Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time on The Frog.